Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to my sub 8% 3,600 calorie diet by Greg Doucette.
700 meters left. The race is done here. I gotta talk later.
So, he's starting off the video by pushing himself way too hard doing this cardio. You don't want to push yourself doing these types of exercises. It's just going to cause way too much strain and stress on your body. It's not good for you, and he's doing it for such a long period of time. It's just going to cause overall you to deteriorate in health and worsen your longevity.
Dave, it's right in front of him. Here comes Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette, 10 watts per kilogram. So much speed. He's gonna do it. Okay, welcome to a full day of eating. So I'm going to be showing you what I'm eating throughout the day. I have a planned bike race at 2 in the afternoon. I'm going to go through
Yeah, you shouldn't do that bike race.
everything, show you some of the recipes, and so let's get right into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a coffee. It's always decaf. Got my own.
Yep, start off with the toxic plant water with you know, and I'm guessing, it might have
G
caffeine.
coffee. So it's very important to avoid taking caffeine the first hour and a half when you wake
Okay, yeah, he's not gonna have caffeine, which is good. Caffeine's bad for you. You shouldn't consume it.
up. It's going to give you more energy throughout the day. Save your caffeine for later. The first time I take caffeine, it's going to be before the race. And so, unlike Eddie Abu, I actually understand nutrition, and you can have milk in your coffee. And so what I have is high protein milk.
Oh, high protein milk. Apparently, just because it's high protein milk, it's good, huh? No, it's actually 0% milk, which means it has no fat. You're lacking the fat from the dairy in your diet, the actual animal fat, which is the animal product fat, which is good, but you clearly are just thinking about the calories and just the macros, like the carbs, the protein, and you don't care.
It's got 14 grams of protein and only 80 calories per cup. There's a quarter cup in there, and so that's 3.5 grams of protein. This also has 3.5 grams of protein, also has hyperzine A and alpha GPC. And so
Yeah, you shouldn't be taking these types of protein powders and all these things these bodybuilders are trying to use and people in the fitness. They're not good for you just because they're high in protein. It doesn't mean it's good. They're full of heavy metals. They're toxic. It's not actually a good source. It's not good. But whatever.
great way to get some energy in the morning, caffeine free. Fruit is a staple in my diet. I know guys like Eddie Abu will say,
Yeah, you can eat some fruit. Don't eat fruit all the time and don't eat too much of it and see how your body reacts to it. But he clearly doesn't understand this and he's just going ahead and just gonna be eating all these fruits all the time. I'm sure he's not even aware of what I would mean.
they don't eat fruit because there's sugar in it. This is healthy. You want to have strawberries. You want to have blueberries. Antioxidants. These are so good. I don't care what fruit it is. If it's a
Oh, okay. Apparently there's antioxidants. That means it's really good. If only your body could absorb the antioxidants beneficially. If only that was the case.
banana, if it's a kiwi, eat your fruit. And so I have 300 grams of strawberries and 180 grams of blueberries. Each of those has exactly 100 calories, total 200 calories. And how
Stop going by calories. Calories are inaccurate. You know this by the fact that the way they do this with their so-called science is completely off because they say it's scientific and calories in, calories out, but you can never be in a calorie deficit and your body it burns the heat energy constantly. So it depends on what you're eating. It's going to depend how your body digests it and uses it. But he doesn't understand this either, so he just thinks calories in and out is that accurate.
do I know this? Well, I calculated everything. If anyone gets my book, all of the different fruits, they say exactly how many calories are in it, and it's in order. You can go.
Don't get his book, you're wasting your time because you don't need to track the calories if you're on the real human diet.
Go and look right through it and find out exactly how much you want in your own diet. And the Greek yogurt dip, one of the simplest recipes you can make, and it makes it so much better. You take your regular Greek yogurt, I have 0% fat, add in some vanilla extract and some sweetener. It tastes absolutely amazing. You could eat.
Yeah, add some sweetener, just some toxic chemicals, and go ahead and add some vanilla extract, just some toxic plant extract. Yeah, yeah, go do
It on
that.
its own. You can dip it in. Every day, this is how I start my diet. And I understand not everyone is a millionaire. Not everyone can afford strawberries and blueberries. These are like $5 a pound. It's very expensive. But if you can't afford the expensive fruits, they have
Even if they could, this isn't optimal.
cheap fruits around the world. For example, bananas are usually 99 cents a pound. Almost anyone can afford a banana. Other things like apples are going to be a lot cheaper. Oranges sometimes. So rather than worrying about the price of the fruits, try to pick the fruits that you can afford. It is so healthy. You should be eating fruits and vegetables in your diet every single.
Don't eat vegetables. And no, you don't have to eat them every day. They're not necessary. They're not needed for the human diet. Neither fruit or vegetables. Fruit, you can eat a little bit here and there. You'll be fine. However, the vegetables, no, you should not eat vegetables. They are toxic. They can cause digestive issues. They can cause you bloating, gas. They can prevent you from absorbing nutrients. And you don't even absorb all the nutrients from the vegetables. This is just completely inaccurate. Your body wants to get rid of it. Um, I've had my own issues with vegetables, so he's wrong. He's not right. Don't do what he's saying.
Day. And every morning I take a variety of supplements, one of which that I take in the morning, Ecti Builder. Every single morning I'm taking that. You can see I have a ton of these, omega-3 fatty acids, Ecti Builder.
No, it doesn't have omega-3 fatty acids. Probably that doesn't come from the animal products. You're just taking pills. You're taking these terrible things that are actually toxic for you, and you think you're getting nutrients from them when that's not the case. And a lot of this nutrients is just coming from plants, and it's not even the one that humans can absorb. So you're wasting your time, and you're just, if anything, deteriorating your health and making yourself more unhealthy and ruining your longevity.
I have my liver support as well. And so that is a staple. I know it's a lot of pills to swallow. Remember,
No, it's not a staple. Cut it out. Go ahead, throw it all in the trash.
you don't need these things, but if you're trying to be at your best, at your peak performance, remember, I'm
Yeah, if you're trying to be your best, you should go ahead and just if you accidentally get one in your mouth, just spit it out. Go ahead, take the bottle and go throw it in the trash. Don't look back. Go get some meat from the store, some beef, maybe some lamb or bison. You can eat some chicken if it's, you know, good quality. And yeah, that's pretty optimal right there. You can literally survive just on beef, but you can have a little bit of dairy if you want, depending on how you react to it. You could also have a little bit of fruit. You don't really need it though. You don't have to think too much about it. Eat eggs, of course, if you want.
racing bikes against hundreds of guys. I'm trying to win these races, and so I'm taking everything to be at my best. The other thing I've been taking.
Well, this is not what you take to be at your best, and you shouldn't be riding a bicycle as much as you are because all you're doing is putting so much strain on your body, which in the long term is just going to worsen your health and it's going to make you end up not being able to function properly and optimally as a human for as long as you possibly could if you weren't doing all that exercise.
On a regular basis now is colostrum. I know a lot of people say protein is expensive, but this costs over $200 and it's 2 pounds. So
Oh yeah, go ahead and waste $200 on some fake protein. Some protein you think you're getting all the nutrients, you're getting all the protein, it's gonna help you build muscle. Number one, you shouldn't want to be that muscular because that's not natural and that's not healthy. But go ahead and do it. Go be brainwashed.
so it's very expensive, but I think it's worth taking. If you can't afford it, I understand. I'm not selling this, but it is some.
What makes you think it's worth taking, Greg? How about you how about you tell me that and prove why you are right?
Thing that I'm adding in my diet. Remember, I don't just use my supplements. I'm using anything that's out there that I can think of be a benefit to me. And so this is one of the things I'd recommend. And so I like to use either the silk almond milk, which is only
Yeah, go have some fake milk, some milk made from almonds. That's, if anything, it's going to be bad for your health. It's not going to be beneficial for you. The almonds, they're just number one. Okay, it is milk, right? No, it's not even milk. It's not even a real animal product, which is healthy for you. It's just almond milk, which means it's still a source of carbs, which is not going to be beneficial for humans. And the reason why milk is beneficial for humans is not because it's a source of carbs. No, it's because of all the nutrients it has in it, specifically being an animal product. But almond milk, it's a source of carbs. It is toxic because it has the almonds in it. Oh my, and then they have all the additives. Just, it's bad.
30 calories. Is all healthy fat. It comes from the actual nuts.
It's not healthy fat because the fat from nuts is not healthy for humans. It's not beneficial for humans. If you want to get fat, get that from some dairy or some meat or eggs. That's where you get healthy fat from.
Sometimes this one, almond, and it has cashew, and it's got pea protein. So this one has 8 grams of
Oh, pea protein. Oh, apparently it's amazing. He's got some protein from peas. Like humans need that.
protein per cup. So if you're trying to get your healthy fats, you can actually get this here, and it has protein included. Also, because I'm doing so much cardio, I cramp up and whatnot, so I need to take in a lot of perylite.
Yeah, why do you think you're cramping up so much? Because you're punishing your body. You're just harming your body. Your body's trying to tell you, "Oh, can you stop? You're hurting us. But you just keep going years on end, and you're just hurting your body. You're harming your body nonstop. You don't stop. You don't listen to your body's signal. And yeah, and this is where it leads you.
It gets me more hydrated than last time, and so I'll just put in whatever, couple scoops, drink that throughout the day. All right, next up, one of my all-time favorite recipes, anabolic blueberry French toast. You put the blueberries on the pan. It's already cooked down a little bit, and all you
He eats way too much fruit. It's too much. You can have some fruit every now and then, a little bit. But the amount he eats is way, I would say it's too much. This is not natural. This is not the way humans would ever eat, like in nature. It's not the optimal diet for humans. It's way too much sugar
have to do is dip this bread in your egg whites. I'll show you the recipe later. Also, I'll show you the calories.
and just too many carbs.
Put this on.
There's some bread, which is terrible. More carbs. Um, Depending on what bread it is, it can have a lot of bad things in it, like fiber. It can have additives that are just toxic. It can have heavy metals, depending depending obviously where you got the bread from, the brand, whatever.
The pen, and it doesn't matter how messy you make it. I'm just going to shove this everywhere. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's going to taste absolutely ridiculous. You're going to have 6.
You're right, Greg. It's gonna taste pretty ridiculous when you're eating it because you're gonna be eating it and you're gonna be having that taste on your taste buds. You can be like, this ridiculous taste. This isn't the this isn't meat. This isn't eggs. It doesn't taste anything like that. All I taste is sweetness and it's not, it doesn't make any sense. Your body is going to react like this isn't nourishing. This isn't giving us what we need to function, to develop, to repair. This is not it.
These for breakfast. Remember, you might not be able to eat that much. I do a lot of cardio. I burn a lot of calories, and so I can handle.
Yeah, you do a lot of cardio. Like that's good though. Like you should be burning all those calories doing all that high intensity cardio nonstop for such long periods of time.
Eating a lot more than the average person. My typical meals are around
Yeah, which is just gonna impact you by decreasing your lifespan.
3,500 calories. So you shove this in anywhere. It does not matter. And all this extra egg whites, you don't want to lose the goodness. You just make a little spot in the middle and pour it in. It'll absorb
There's some egg in there, which is good. The only really beneficial thing.
into the bread. So you kind of make it like a little riverboat. Make a little divot like you're playing golf and fill it in. And it's going to absorb as it cooks. And then 5 minutes later, you can do the same divot and pour the rest in. You do not want to waste this. If you have extra bread, you can even just shove it on top, squeeze it in there.
Yeah, I think we get it. We get it, Greg. We get it. Let me skip now.
The macros on the screen in particular, check out the protein and the calories. I don't actually calculate carbs and fats. I'm not worried about that. If you are, that's fine. But in the end,
Well, you shouldn't be eating that many carbs in the first place if you are eating carbs.
it doesn't matter if you have a lot of fat, a little bit of fat, a lot of carbs, a
You
little
shouldn't be worried about tracking this stuff because you should be eating the proper diet and the proper foods.
bit of carbs. What really matters is, are you in a deficit?
What species, what animal has to track what they're eating, has to count the calories? None. Because every species is eating the proper diet that makes them feel good and that satisfies them. Like a cow, they eat grass. Like a big cat, what do they eat? They eat meat. But humans, what are humans eating? Well, we're just eating whatever. And then we get all these health issues, all these modern health issues.
And so, as long as you're eating less calories than you burn, you are going to lose
And
weight.
we're stressing over having to track all of it when what other animal does that? You tell me.
All right, and so I'm tapping out. I'm full. Remember, these are very filling meals, so I couldn't quite.
Yeah, because you're just eating the largest amount of food. You're eating so much. That's the only reason why. And it's not like you're like a vegan or something and you're not getting no nutrients whatsoever. So that doesn't mean the way you're eating is good.
Finish them all, but I did some quick math, and so it's 970 calories in total and 85 grams of protein. My body weight's about 185, and so I'm basically taking in close to half my protein in the entire day just at meal one. And so very easy to get in 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And I'll eat this a little bit later. And so up next is eggy rice. This is extreme.
If your diet consists of meat and eggs and a little bit of dairy if you want, you're going to be getting more than enough protein easily. You don't even have to worry about it. Why are you bothering having to track it and worry about the protein when you could just be eating the real proper diet and not even having to look after it and have to track it? I don't know, Greg. Maybe you should think a little bit more about that. Maybe you should look further into that.
Easy to make. Everyone's cooked rice before. You make your rice in your pot with your bouillon cubes, okay? Then all you do is fry up your egg whites. I like to use flavored egg whites. You pour this in the pan and you cook it like an omelet. You do whatever you want, okay? Then you pour the rice into the egg whites and you stir it up. It's as simple as that. It's that easy.
This is a pretty good meal, especially compared to the way most people eat. It's eggs and rice. Rice is probably the best carb option if you're going to eat these starchy carbs, but you shouldn't be eating rice. And eggs are great.
This is one portion, it's about 1,200 calories. I'm going to eat half of this. 600 calories with just over 60 grams of protein. Very, very filling. And so if you're a guy that likes rice, you're a guy that likes egg whites, why not combine them together? An excellent meal, one of my favorites.
You should be eating whole eggs though, as the yolk has so much nutrients, but of course, he's only thinking about the protein and the calories.
All right, so I have a bike race in about an hour and a half. I'm on meal two. Eggy rice here, we got just over 600 calories. And I'm going to be taking. And while I'm
Check your
drinking this,
poison.
2 blueberry muffins. It's like a snack before the race. Burn off close to 1,000 calories during the race. And so I need the
Yeah, which is just putting so much stress on your body.
energy. I've had 2 meals so far today. I've had about 1,500 calories. This will put me up to about 1,800, and then it's race time. During the race,
Have some more sweetener, I'm guessing he used in there, some more carbs, even more fruit. Just, oh my, you're just overloading yourself with all this terrible food, and you're just putting so much stress in your body, and your body's having to deal with all the stress you're doing from all the high intensity cardio, and then eating all these terrible foods. It's not what it needs.
I'm drinking my pre-pump. Keeps me pumped during the race. I put in 3 scoops. It also contains beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is one of the most underrated supplements you can get. It helps me to go harder than last time.
Yeah, like you need supplements. You don't need supplements.
Every one of these races always ends in a crazy sprint. You go like all out for almost a minute. And so the harder you go, the more energy you're going to put out. And so the harder you go, the more you're going to get that lactic acid, that burn in your legs. And by taking in beta-alanine, you get less of that. And you can push yourself.
Talk later. Here guys goes.
Already, this guy's got way too much muscle. I already know he's used steroids in the past, and he says he doesn't use them anymore. I think he's just on TRT, he says, but he's just putting so much stress on his body, which in the long term, it's just going to decrease his lifespan and negatively impact his health. But he clearly doesn't know. He's clearly clueless, and his body's signaling to him to stop because he's not feeling very good. He's going through so much pain, but he's just pushing through. He just keeps going. His body's like, stop. He's like, it just keeps going. It's like his body is wondering, like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you not listening? You're just harming yourself. But he just keeps going.
They're trying to draft these guys past near the end.
Greg Doucette is back in the house, and he won last week.
This guy is like a superstar in the YouTube body.
Last time, I said, I won last time. Guy did the same thing at a big lead. They thought I was done.
Look at his face. Look at how sweaty he is. He's just putting stress on his body, and he's going too far with this. It's not healthy at all. You shouldn't be doing high intensity cardio like this if you want optimal health and longevity.
I said, no, I'm not giving up. Just freaking go. I gave it my all, and I won by a second. So,
Oh, you won by a second, yeah, but you had to put yourself through this torturing, huh? You had to torture yourself to win this, to win what? To win this race that doesn't really mean much? Oh, okay.
All right, and so the bike race has been done. It's now been a couple of hours, and
Um, Another one of these drinks with these supplements or protein powder, whatever, which is just trash.
when I race hard like that, I have no appetite, and so I really don't eat anything. I just drink water.
Yeah, because what are you doing to your body? Your body, it's telling you to stop, and then you keep going forever. You're pretty much, what is that going to lead to? Your body not being able to take any more, and all your body wants to do is to stop and relax because you're pretty much just decreasing your lifespan by doing what you were just doing. Don't you get it? Don't you know how to listen to your body?
I'm trying to rehydrate. I'm going through several scoops of this. I've already had 4 scoops of the Perilight, trying to stay hydrated. And so once I get this down, I'll be at about 2,500 calories a day, already over 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then after this, I'll eat again in several hours from now when I'm hungry. It'll be my final meal before bed. All right, and so with technology going, it completely erased all of the footage of my last meal. And so what I ate was I had one of these pieces of steak. I had a
Good. Steak is good.
cup of wild rice cooked. And I had
Wild rice, more carbs. Oh my god. Carb overload. Oh god.
5 servings of cottage protein pudding. Obviously, it's in my
Greg, what are you doing to yourself?
cookbook. You can see exactly what the meal is. It tastes amazing. You need to try it. And then before bed, I had 2 caramel smoothie yogurt ice cream bar. And so there's my full day.
Wow, go ahead and have some more sugar, some more just trash. Well, that was his day of eating pretty much maybe 80% poison, let's say, and not getting what he needed while also just putting his body through so much stress and not listening to his body. Wow. I'm gonna just say this was a pretty average day of eating. Most people eat foods that are giving them about this much nutrients. Most people don't have the best diet, and this diet is pretty average. It's not nothing special, it's nothing great. He's not really eating much better than most people are. So, yeah, Greg, change your diet. It's not all about protein, it's not all about calories. Not all calories and protein are the same. It depends where you're getting them from. Depends what food you're eating. And stop having all these protein powders and supplements. Also, you should have never did steroids, but you chose to do that, which is going to have such a negative impact on your health, your longevity, and just the rest of your life. You probably won't understand what I mean, or you're not even going to bother to care, which you should. And I'll see you guys in the next video.